Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is GullYY here. Welcome back to another epic Polytopia video. Today we are checking out the official Path of the Ocean update. It was released for Polytopia a little while ago, but I've been real busy with schoolwork and finals and stuff. But I'm on break now, so we're good to go. We're just gonna do a game against bots and just see how it feels. I'm gonna pick a random tribe. Let's go for a large continents map with 8 bots. That seems to work pretty well. And we got Imperius, okay. Definitely a solid tribe to get. Kind of an issue though, we're right next to Illyrion here, which is going to be very strong in the early game. Polaris is also here as well. We see a couple of things have changed the tech tree. Sailing is now a tier 1 tech, whereas fishing is tier 2. We of course have aquaculture, which gives us rammers. We have navigation, which gives us the bomber unit, and we can gather starfish. And yeah, we can get scouts in the fishing tech, all sorts of cool stuff. I guess we're just gonna play some Polytopia here and hope it works. So we found a village, but we also found Illyrion. They'll probably try and contest us for that. Okay, they hit my warrior, which means I can't move on to the village this turn. Let's instead just kill their warrior and get vision. So they have a Polytar, which is bad, but we'll try and get this village anyway. Polaris seems to be messing with them a little bit. Moonies now have auto freeze, which means you can just move them and it'll freeze nearby units, which seems pretty powerful. They're not having a great time, but yeah, I don't know. We'll have to play around with all the special tribes in another video, maybe. Okay, we will be able to get this village from Illyrion, thankfully. That'll allow us to start taking up some space, build up some units, and hopefully start taking their cities. Hey Polaris, we get 5 stars for meeting them. This Polytar is a little scary looking. We should be okay. We have 23 stars. Let's pick up hunting and climbing here. I'm gonna move on to this mountain ruin. We find a lighthouse. It gives our capital 1 population. That's another new thing. Instead of the explorer task, where we have to reveal all the tiles of the map to get the monument, we just have to find all 4 lighthouses. There's 1 in each corner. So yeah, I think that's a really good change. I might buy forestry here as well, even though forestry got nerfed. I could upgrade our capital for 5 stars, but I'd get 5 stars back, so we'd still be at 7. I think that works out pretty well. Let's pick up forestry, capture this city. We're going to upgrade our capital. You see lumber huts cost 3 stars now instead of 2. We take resources, and we'll go ahead and pick up an explorer in the second city here, and just see what it finds. We might be stuck here with Polaris and Illyrion. They have a sled. That's really scary. So I think another change in this update is that sleds for Polaris are now in a tier 2 tech for them instead of tier 3, so they can get them way earlier now. And sleds are a extremely powerful unit. Oh, we see Quetzali here shows up. Hello. 5 stars from them. The ruin gives us stars. That's a very nice ruin reward. Now what do we do about this Moonie? Because they can just move right next to the city and screw us over a little bit. There's also a very annoying Polytar here. I think I want to put this warrior here, hit the Moonie, and then put our warrior on this tile, hit the Polytar, and then no matter where the Moonie moves next turn, we can pretty much kill it, so that works out. What do we want to do with 23 stars? I mean, sailing is always an option. An interesting thing now is, since fishing is a tier 2 tech, we need to buy sailing to even see where our fish are. Similar to how you can't see the location of farms before you have organization. I was kind of sitting here thinking, where are all my fish at? And I was like, oh yeah, we'll pick up sailing. Okay, we have 1 fish here, cool. I'm going to train 2 warriors, and then I think we'll just end our turn. Polaris got themselves a wall. The Moonie is here. We can kill it. I think we'll do that. I may as well upgrade this city. It's very expensive, but I'll be getting a port here next turn anyways, so why not do it this turn and get the extra star per turn? We might be able to kill Illyrion this turn, I'm not sure. They decided to break ice for some reason, which didn't do very much for them. Okay, we do get the siege off. I'm still a little scared about Polaris over here. They have 2 sleds now. They really like their sleds, and I can't say I blame them. They're really good units. We're just going to get a couple of rafts here. We're going to train another warrior in this city. And we might go for rammers. I believe rammers are still pretty strong units. They got rid of their sneak ability, but they still sound pretty good in my opinion. I could also probably just get riders and kill Polaris that way, but that makes too much sense. Okay, we have aquaculture. Let's get a rammer. Okay, we'll take Illyrion City here. They have a ton of farms. Maybe we should look into farming at some point. May not be a bad idea. I should have trained a warrior in our capital. I didn't, but oh well. Polaris got another city. Good for them. I'm gonna start hitting their units. It's like this sled, we can get some good value on it just by hitting it with our 2 warriors here. Something is blocking the movement of our rammer in the fog over here. Let's investigate. Ah, Quetzali has a defender. I should have known that there was land here considering that the Quetzali defender just kind of walked over here. Very interesting. I think I am going to go ahead and pick up riding, just because Polaris doesn't really have any way of combating that if they're just going to spam sleds. They're good units, but they're only good on ice, you know what I mean? And well, guess what? This is all solid land. Whoa! Someone just shot my raft. That's lame. Let's investigate. Oh, Quetzali has a port here. They might have a scout in the fog that we can't see. And also, Polaris put a bridge here. I don't really know why. I think we can just siege Polaris' capital this turn. We do one of these, and then one of these. There we go. And then we can also get a veteran warrior for what that's worth. There we go. Don't need to promote it just yet. In a pinch, it can act as a free heal, so we'll hold on to it. We can grab a giant this turn. Let's do that. We may end up throwing it at Quetzali because they're being a bunch of meanies, apparently. We get our Metropolis Monument. I could put that here just for the 5 stars. Putting it in this city also wouldn't be a bad idea, because I could get farming and then get a giant here. Yeah, let's do that. Alrighty. Hopefully Polaris doesn't have any sleds that we can't see, and we'll just get this city here. Oh, hello. Ah, they do have a sled. Now I'm kind of considering just throwing the giant at this city instead. Let's get some vision with this warrior first. Okay, looks like Luxador is over here. Okay, I have an idea. Let's grab fishing. We can grab a scout. Put our scout here. If the maths the way I think it does, we shoot, bring the rider over, hit, we kill with our rammer, and then we can put our rider on this tile to hopefully block any sleds that try and unsiege using zone of control. I didn't really realize that that took all of our stars. Thankfully, we have this veteran warrior. I'm going to put it onto our city. We'll go ahead and attack the sled, and then we'll promote it to fully heal it. Let's get a Juggernaut. Ooh, I love that sound effect when he moves. That's awesome. It looks cool as well. Alright, no sled from Polaris over here, so we do get their capital. Polaris is just kind of moving their sleds across the grass here. It's not doing a whole lot for them. We can go ahead and damage this sled. Train a warrior here. We're chilling there. Juggernaut will move forward. Very cool. So whenever you move these guys, they damage all units in the surrounding radius of it. Kind of like whenever a bomber attacks, they hit everything around it. Or an Illyrion dragon. They are pretty cool fellas. The thing about Juggernauts is that when they get attacked, they don't retaliate. So they are interesting units. 4 attack, 4 defense, 2 movement, 1 range. I think we'll just go ahead and shoot this rammer, and then the Juggernaut can kill it. Polaris is still being a little annoying. We get our gate of power. I think I'm going to grab farming. We can put a farm here, get a giant. I'll chop this forest, and then we can put our gate of power here. Take resources, and then we'll train a warrior in this city over here. Another warrior here. Tell you what, I'd really like to get navigation and get bombers. I love bombers. They're such a cool unit. They're also really good. Polaris, what are you doing? What are you doing with these sleds? They're accomplishing nothing. Do these things have dash? No, okay. So once you move them, they can't attack after moving. I could land it, and I would hit all these units, but I might want to keep it on the water. Wow, that does a lot of damage. Let's get another scout, and kill their scout. Bring this guy back, and we can get more vision by moving onto this mountain. It's just water, okay. I kind of figured. Archery looks pretty strong against Quetzali right now. So does just spamming scouts. I think that'll work out fine, Because, I mean, they only have defenders, so we just throw ranged units at them, they die, and then we laugh at them. Do we want population growth or border growth? I'm almost inclined to say border growth, just so I can get a port in this city, and then we can start getting units in the water and throwing them at Polaris. Yeah, I think border growth is a little better here. We can still get a giant here, no problem, so we'll get another Juggernaut. Oh, I did a silly thing and left that city open. Well, that's a little annoying. I mean, we can lift the siege. It's just gonna be annoying to do so. Okay, crisis averted. Let's grab a port here. I may honestly get another one. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm just gonna chop these trees. We're not gonna upgrade this city any further, I don't think. I think it's time to land the Juggernaut. We'll throw it on this tile. Oh, that's so cool. Next turn we'll be sieging this city, no problem. What is this guy doing out here? This is the same guy from the start. How did he wander all the way over here? My goodness. Man, we have quite a few units over here. I think I'm gonna save some stars and go for navigation next turn. Yeah, let's do it. Navigation. Capture the city. It's got quite a few resources in it. I might level it up and take border growth, actually. I mean, there's 2 fish here and a bunch of water. We could get another giant here, realistically. Albeit a bit expensive. I'm not sure if we want to leave this ice here, or if we should break it. I feel like breaking it is a little better for us. We need to start throwing units into these defenders. Let's grab a scout over here and start exploring a little bit. Oh, it's Barter. Hello, Barter. I'm going to kill your archer. Another Juggernaut. We need to bring this guy back into our borders so we can upgrade it. Okay, let's start taking out Polaris here. They've been alive for too long. I mean, we can get a bomber here. It would technically be completely safe, right? There's nothing that could possibly hurt it. I think it's fine. We get a bomber and then just kind of, you know, see you later, bozos. Okay, let's get vision. Whoa, that's a big Luxador city. In fact, it's their capital. Makes sense. I mean, we might just throw giants at it and hopefully take it from them. I could get a bomber in range too. That would certainly help secure it. I have all these rafts that aren't doing anything right now, but once we get this ice broken, we'll be able to start expanding this way with our boats and giving them some use. Let's upgrade this city. Why not? I guess we'll take population growth. I can upgrade it again and get a giant. What's the score looking like for everyone? We are in first, but there are still some big tribes out there that we haven't even met yet. Okay, this Quetzali defender is just completely abandoned. So far away from his homeland. Let's scoot our Juggernaut closer and just, you know, say hello. Hello. And then we will do one of these. I'm gonna get 2 scouts, and they are gonna be scout buddies. Oh, there's an unclaimed village here. I have an issue with you guys taking that, unfortunately. Looks like Imo's up here, and they aren't having a great time right now. Luxador has a giant. Okay, that just means we have to be a bit slower with how we do this. We'll move our giant here. We can put this one on the mountain. He's got a nice defense bonus now. He's all chillin'. And then we can upgrade this guy to a bomber, throw it here. It's completely safe. Yeah, that city should be ours in a couple turns. Same goes for this Quetzali city, actually. Although our methodology over here is a little bit different. We have a lot more scouts. Okay, I'm going to have this giant just break the ice here. Now we can freely move through this channel. Barter's been destroyed by Venger. Oh no. Well, they had a good run. Hello, Zabasi. Nice bomber. Be a shame if something happened to it. Boink. Okay, Polaris, your time has come. We'll start bombarding this Luxador city. May as well attack. That's good value for us. Move our other giant closer. We'll go ahead and move like 2 of our scouts and then put these rafts forward. Next turn, we turn them into bombers and then, you know, completely annihilate Quetzali. I'm gonna throw our warrior on this village, just so maybe we force this rammer to attack it or something. Everything else can just recover, I think. Although we haven't spent any stars this turn, surely there's something we could do. Let's get a giant in this city. A little expensive, but we can pay for it. Whatever. Ooh, Quetzali got a giant. And Luxador has rammers. Okay. The plot thickens. This giant is hurting now. Bomber, hit the swordsman. Giant can siege. Yeah, we'll put this guy here. Ooh, hello, bomber. What else is going on? Whole lot of nothing. Okay. Unfortunately, this isn't Luxador's only city, so like if we capture this, these units won't go away. But we can find other ways of dealing with them. As for this giant, we're going to get some bombers. And by some, I mean 2. And we are just gonna whack it. Our giant can kill this defender. Warrior go here. And we can capture 2 cities. Polaris is gone. About time, honestly. Let's keep exploring. We should have Vengers somewhere around here. Yeah, there they are. I'm going to shoot their rammer, because I can. I can't believe there's still, like, unclaimed villages around the map. That's pretty insane. Let's have our bomber just recover, get him back up to full health. I believe we can get our network monument this turn if I just put a port here. There we go. Let's grab an explorer. That should reveal, like, the rest of the map, basically. Ooh, Wenger has catapults. They're gonna get, like, a nice defensive position over there. Zabasi is looking quite large, in fact. They have 5 cities. We might get in a huge naval battle with them in a couple turns. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, they're starting to build up a lot of units. Okay. This game may not end up being so simple. I think our best bet is to build up a couple rammers and have them kind of buffer this area while we move these bombers over here into position. And then we can start hitting the units that they move into ports, and that will be quite good for us, I think. We did get this Luxador city, so that's really good for us. Our economy is doing quite well. I'm going to upgrade this city over here and take border growth, just so we have like a lot more room to heal our units when we need to. And I may start saving up for defenders. I know I mentioned that a while ago, and I didn't end up doing it, but like, and now might not be a bad time for it. We can capture this city. I'll even upgrade it. We'll get like a ton of juggernauts and just kind of move them into here. While we're fighting the naval battle over here, we can start like a land invasion over here. That might go well for us. I mean, it certainly isn't a bad idea. I can chop the rest of these forests. I won't be upgrading the city any further. We have the rest of our game planned out. We just need to kind of execute it. Okay, unfortunately, Quetzali got another giant, so we're gonna have to spend a turn killing that before we can move our bombers. We can bring this rammer over, hit with it, and then I think, yeah, that giant kills. We have this 5 HP giant. We're just gonna have to heal it back up to full before we can really consider using it. Venger's getting a little ballsy here. They have a veteran catapult in this rammer right now. We'll go ahead and just take care of that. Now, Zabasi has a bomber here, so I mean, we can make pretty quick work of that with our scouts. Kind of a misplay on their part. I'm going to grab another bomber and put it right here. Okay, yeah. This is looking good. Everything's going as planned so far. Wenger is getting a little annoying with these catapults so close to the city, but that's something we just kind of have to live with for the time being. Zabasi has a ton of units coming. Alright, well, this bomber can start putting in work. That scout's dead. All these units are hurt. We can have this scout take out the bomber. I think the bombers are probably the biggest threat. Although on defense, they don't seem very good. Well, I don't know. This one can just shoot my raft right now, so maybe that is a nice play from them. Ooh, Luxador has knights. I mean, that doesn't concern us very much, I guess, but they have them. I'm going to grab strategy. It's time for defenders. Let's grab the city. Quetzali's gone. Let's take out this Wenger rammer. Actually, can we even kill it? No. I mean, it's on 1 health. It's basically dead. We want to keep our rammers in the back line until we need to move them forward and start killing units. We can start moving these bombers forward, which is very nice for us. I don't really want to move our Juggernaut forward yet. I don't want to commit to that. There's also a bunch of catapults here. I'd much rather let Zabasi keep wasting stars trying to attack my units, and then just have a couple turns where we go all in on them and wreck their navy. That turn might be coming up, actually. I'm going to start inching my units closer a little bit. We'll get some big splash damage here with our bomber. I can kill this rammer. Kill this scout. I may honestly throw this Juggernaut just at this catapult. They probably have more, though, is the problem. I think this works for the time being. I can't get, like, a port in the city, which is the problem right now. Could I destroy the bridge with, like, construction? That just doesn't feel worth it to me. Let's start attacking Luxador here. It looks like they have 2 cities left. Honestly, let's get a scout here and kill the catapult that way. That seems much better. Venger is getting a couple of naval units. I'm not too worried about it. More concerned with Sabasi. Alright, is it time to move forward? I'd like to have more rammers, but I think we can. Speaking of rammers, let's start over here with Venger. Let's get a rammer and kill that scout. And then we can take out this catapult as well. Yeah, they do have more catapults, okay. Shooting this rider with our bomber just looks too good not to do. That's awesome. So much fun. Let's get a scout here, and then we can just commit to killing this bomber right here. Now we can take our Juggernaut, move that forward, and then we're basically fine to move all of our bombers forward. Like, one might get hit by this rammer, but it's not a huge deal because we have, 3 more. As for Luxador, can we siege this city? Yes, we can. Yeah, we're executing our plan perfectly. So let's just keep going on that road. Venger's helping us out a lot, funnily enough. Alright, well now we're just going to annihilate pretty much any unit that Sabasi has. Our bombers are just, close enough now. Let's land our Juggernaut. Goodbye, Rider. Kill these units here. Hit this giant. And we can hit it again, actually, with our Juggernaut here. Good value there. Take the city. We need to start dealing with Venger now. And the way to do that is just going to be outranging their catapults with rammers and then killing them. Should be rather simple. Let's get vision with our scout here. Whole lot of nothing. Okay. You love to see it. Alright, we got this city from Sabasi. That is a good city to grab. We can start taking out a few catapults from Venger. They do have 2 rammers, which kinda threatens our bombers here. We might have to move them. Honestly, let's just put this Juggernaut in front of them. I think that works out okay. We are going to need more rammers, though. Some scouts will help as well, I think. Can start kinda poking them a little bit. Sabasi does have another bomber that we can't really do anything about just yet. I suppose we can get a couple scouts to deal with that as well. I need to make sure to not space my units too close together either. We'll keep walking up towards Luxador. About to take their last city. We can get a bit of damage on the bomber. Good stuff. Boy, Sabasi's trying to kill our giant, but they just can't. Venger did get a good hit on our bomber here, but I mean, for each one they kill, we can just replace it with 2 more. It's really not a big deal. I have 180 stars. What the heck? Okay, let's just win the game. Sieging Luxador's last city. All of Sabasi's cities are starting to fall apart because they just have no units. And so they can't really, defend. If I just throw enough units at Venger, I think they'll die as well. Okay, they still have a lot of catapults. They did leave our defender alone, so we can get a good hit on a couple of them. I think we'll start pushing for this city first. So I mean, we can kill this catapult, move our bombers forward. Again, we just have so many that they really can't take them out with just a couple catapults. We got 2 cities, the last Luxador city and one of Sabasi's cities. Another Sabasi city under our control. Venger is going to start falling apart really quickly. Look at this. All their units are just dying now. Venger got a giant. Well, good for them, I guess. We get a bomber here. Kaboom. I think Venger's giant is just kind of dead here. Yep, there goes. 1 lone catapult left. Their capital is going to fall very soon. Nice city for us. Alright, Venger, you little silly billies. You had a good run, but run's gotta end at some point. Well, there we go. That was a really fun game. 88%. Understandable. I think the Midjuwan team did a great job with this update. Naval combat feels so much more fun now. That being said, some units like the bomber do seem, pretty strong. I have yet to actually be on, the receiving end of, 5 bombers coming to kill me. But yeah, I think overall, it feels much better than just, battleship spam. And I like all the other changes they made with like the lighthouses and stuff. Starfish now. The new marketplaces that replace customs houses. In fact, there's even one chilling up here that I didn't even notice. But yeah, good stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all did enjoy. If you did, be sure to hit the like button down below. And subscribe for more epic Polytopia videos. If you want to support myself and the channel directly, you can become a channel member by hitting the join button down below. And I'll see you all in the next video. Have a spectacular day.